All right. Let's see if this is working correctly. Looks to be. Let me just make sure this game isn't louder than me, because boy, I know how it does that sometimes. The game is loud. No, seems fine. Seems good. Alright, no problem then. Alright. So, hello everybody. My name is Next01C, which I should really stop saying that, because, I mean, it is, but I don't know. I mean, recently I've been thinking I should have just, like, drop intros. Just like, what's the point of saying that? But anyway. It's okay. Today we are playing some Ace Attorney Trilogy. For people who don't know, this is basically a courtroom drama on steroids. To the sense that, like, literally, that is what it is. I mean, I don't know how to explain it very well. It's just basically everything is super emphasized and, like, over exaggerated, and it's just like, Jesus. I mean, there's still a story to it. It's not like craziness, but just imagine classic Japanese, well, I was gonna say classic Japanese anime, but that is anime. Classic anime, where basically everybody's yelling at each other and screaming across, or when they're like not even that far from each other, about the most casualest of things. Like, that's about what this is. But yeah, it's a very good game. I've played it before. I played all three of these already, so I know what's gonna happen. The thing is, the first game should be easy for me, but once we get into the second and third game, I think we're gonna have some issues. And what I mean by that is, I'm probably gonna get lost a lot, because when I play this myself, I actually used a walkthrough most of the time, because I just wanted the story. I didn't really play the game for the game. I wanted the story of the game. Now I know the story of the game. Now I'm gonna play the game for the game. So, it'll be much better. Okay, new game. And as I said before, there are 3 games because it's a trilogy. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations. Past that, there are more Phoenix Wright games. There's Apollo Justice, which just has Phoenix Wright as a side character. Then you have Dual Destinies, and then Spirit of Justice. I think that's the right order. So, there's still 3 more. Apollo Justice is on DS, so that's going to have to be a thing, if we ever do that. I'm already playing it on my DS at the moment, so I'm in the middle of that. And the other 2 are 3DS games. They're also mobile games, but what's the point on mobile? Just get a freaking DS, dude. It's much better. The full experience. May not be HD, but who cares? I mean, granted, yeah, this is HD CG. Like, this is CG and stuff, because what people were used to was that this game came out on Game Boy Advance at first. So people were used to the pixel art version, and then later they were all released on the DS. So again, pixel art. And I don't know when it came to 3DS. Oh no, this trilogy came out on 3DS. So then it went to CG. And CG here on the Switch too, and every other platform it's on right now. What else was I gonna say before starting this? Yeah, anyway, basically, yeah, so if we ever get to Apollo Justice, it's going to be pixel art, but get over it. It's still fun. It's the game that matters, not this. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Woohoo. Yeah, so there's 5 episodes per, I think. No, 4 episodes per. 5th episode on the first game, because it was a bonus episode that came with the DS version of the game, which most people don't even know exists. Like, usually when it comes down to it, it's like no one really talks about it. And when Apollo Justice comes by, there's some characters from the 5th episode in this that's in Apollo Justice, and it's just like, who's that? I don't know. So when it comes down to it, for any new folks, I am not a voice actor in any sense. So I'm not gonna be very good at doing voices. Maybe some inflections though. I mean, I could just, like, you know, mess with my voice. Yes. Damn it. Why me? Again, I'm terrible voice acting. Don't get too excited. I can't get caught. Not like this. Actually, no, I should give this guy a little bit of a squirmy voice. I don't know. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. See, like I said, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be serious here. By the way, there's plenty of females, like, you know, plenty of, like, female characters in this game. Don't expect me to make, like, some random girl voice. I'm just gonna do whatever. Especially if I'm gonna be making voices for other people. Ain't happening. Boy, am I nervous. What should I give her? Screw it, just a higher pitch me, I guess. Right. That's not really good inflection on that. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Someone called that idiotic. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Reasons that make no sense to me. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. So, like I said, here comes the overdramaticness. This game is very fun. It's just like, it's a long visual novel, so it's a lot of reading. So for people who are okay with that, all right. If they expect me to make crazy enough voices, it's likely not going to happen. But I mean, I'll give my shot to what I can. Hold on. I do what I can on this. I do love this game. Or all these games. Definitely beat them all, and for the record, that took me like 65 hours. It took me that long. Probably is. The games aren't even that long, I don't think. So it just took me forever. If it does take that long again, this is going to be a long series. Anyway. It's over! No, I couldn't do that. No, it's horrible. Alright. My life, everything, it's all over. I can't do a high-pitched noise when I'm trying to be quiet, too. See, that's the other thing about voice acting. You can't be serious when you have to be quiet. Because obviously there's people sleeping in the other room. I can't just be yelling. If no one was here, I would go nuts. So, maybe one day when no one's here, you can give it a legitimate acting out of me. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I want to do it. I want to die. It sounds like he wants to die. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who? Who took... Oh, no. I was thinking it was Nick on that one. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Is it? Seriously, though, who puts the rookie attorney? Who puts the rookie attorney on a murder case? That's not how you do things. Only in Japan. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, who also has an unlucky name. Why? Who knows? Honestly, if I was that guy, I would actually literally change my name. There's no way I would have get Butts as the last name. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. See? My point. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. but I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Then I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Oh, and random thing to note, if for any like return viewers or anything or whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna use a face cam on this one because I don't know. I feel like it kind of ruins it having to use a face cam. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. I better say readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. I was thinking some other funny stuff like, I got nothing. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Sorry about that. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Oh. Nope. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing total blank here. Yeah, see, this is why the character should not read stuff before the player, because obviously they're going to forget this stuff. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button, because, you know, we have R buttons in real life, to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Clearly, it's Mia Fey. Actually, that is an achievement in any other device. Literally, if you put Mia Fey, it's actually an achievement on Xbox or PlayStation, Steam, whatever. It's pretty funny. Is this Cindy Stone? The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. You should have done that before you came in here, otherwise you are not fit. But, you know, it's a video game. Thank you, Honor. I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Or it into evidence, whatever. Who cares? Go by my rule here. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button, again, realistic thing, to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. I don't think that's how that works. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Apologize if there's any, like, pops or anything, you know, pop filtering. I'm getting a little bit close to the mic, so I do apologize for that. It's just I don't have my filter on me. It's over there on the mic arm, and because of my current setup, I can't really apply the filter right now. So, yeah, I apologize. I'm saying a lot, so who knows. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Bats, it is not true. Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. Wasn't you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I'll believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. I do try. Daddies? Sugar? Welcome, EQ. Sorry if I butchered that name, but welcome to the stream. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Actually, this doesn't even matter. We'll just see what goes. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. And when I die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Things you should never say in court. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? I don't know why I keep doing that like inflection where it's like, I don't know what kind of voice bit I'm doing there. Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. Oh, what do I do? Go honest, man. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. That's not the way I wanted to say it. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. I thought my voice was a little spot on. Or for him, anyway. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, technically it wasn't... No, whatever. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. That's the most stupidest thing ever. Ah, crap. I forgot what voice I was going to give this guy. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. And then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quoted in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Salt used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Yep. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. I keep, shifting between voices. It's like, nah. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R button. Then point out contradictions in the testimony. Jesus Christ. I don't know why, it's just funny thinking of this being a real thing. Everybody's saying R button, push it. It's real. There's an R button sitting on your desk. Click that to pop a record out of thin air. Okay. So obviously the way that this game works is that you have two different ways of interrogation. You have press, which just makes them talk more about the current sentence on the screen, little section, or you press present, which would have you present, what's going on. Present a piece of evidence that should contradict what they're saying. So, okay. I'm not going to press everything most of the time unless I need to. I don't think I need to on these. Oh, yeah, right. That one. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I found that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 o'clock. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Salt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. I'm noticing whenever I start to talk or anything, I'm looking at where either use an interface for connected computer. Regardless, it keeps blinking a little bit whenever I get a little bit loud. So I'm like, oh, that's a good thing. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Like you should have the first time. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was one. Terribly sorry about that. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Not a fool. Nope, right there. Present. And blackout. Yeah, I've played through this before, just I haven't streamed it. So, for anybody who's just tuning in. It's Gotta get something to drink. Need something to drink when it comes to talking like this forever. But yeah, so I know basically most of everything to do for now. Later on, it'll start getting to me where I don't know what I'm doing. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah, well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawt? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawt, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and, whoops. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawt. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. No court out there would allow this many revisions to the testimony. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. I think it would be this one, right? I think right here. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You and your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawt. Hey, I saw it there, okay? There's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the God, I was reading them both. Went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It's gonna be some crazy savant if it's his first case and he's instantly doing all this good. Mr. Sawt, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Will the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No. I mean, I saw. Yes. That guy can't do loud screams. Shut up! You. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her. He should burn. Give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There's a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through clearly. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawt heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. let's sound the clock here. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Oop, wrong voice. Well, he's the thinker after all. So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow, precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How are we going to prove that? He's not right at all. Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief, listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody could prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? 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 Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Jesus. Foamed right out of the mouth. Order! Order, I say. Jeez. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and was taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the truth culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. I have seen that opening so many damn times. I just know it all. It's just too easy. Once we get into later episodes, it'll get all confusing. The 5th episode, definitely. Because I've only seen that one time. And the 5th episode and the next 2 games. I've only had one time seeing any of that, while I've seen other people play the first 4 episodes of this plenty of times. So it's going to get a little quick and easy for me, but afterwards it's gonna be like, what am I doing? And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Salt was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, I don't know why, for some reason I had this, like, anybody knows Solid Snake, like that voice, like, just, I don't know. It's just like, it feels like that voice is coming out of nowhere when I talk. Which, talking like that, nah, I can't even do it. I was thinking about it, I'm like, nah, it takes me a minute to get it prepared. Anyway, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Salt let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Salt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And we know what happened after. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I wasn't the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she would just play me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we could do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent busts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. The first episode of these games are always super quick. It's basically just an introductory course to show you, hey, how to do the court, the court stuff. Usually it starts you right away in the court, and it's just like, hey, here you go, do this. So, usually how it works. Oh god, what the hell am I gonna give this guy's voice? All the voices are gonna start blending together because they sound so much the same. Alright. Bring, bring. I didn't even need to do that. I'm gonna give Maya. I figure like a higher pitch voice than. So instead of like this, I thought I would just give him the same voice because I don't even know what the hell to give him. I was not prepared with any of these voices. This is just random improv on my part. So I'm like, I don't actually know what to do with this one. It's gonna be the same damn voice. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? Okay, I can't even do that. I can't even go high pitch. Like, I'm excited. You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. For some reason coming is like, you're coming over there. Like, no, I'm sitting right here on a phone. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. Clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker. It tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, though, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I'll put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that evidence, then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting till then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit up the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. Yeah, those two blend together a little bit too much. It'll probably get better considering that Maya's a main character, so it'll probably get much better as we go along in me doing this. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You're not very coniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Best I can do with this guy, I guess. I mean, what can you do with that face? What voice can you do? Red, white, blue. America. Seriously, who the hell decided to make that the... Well, I mean, it's pretty true, I guess. I was about to say, who would make that the freaking American Easter egg? But then I was like, well, there are a bunch of corporate slobs here. So, I guess that makes sense. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. He said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. Wait, What's that smell? Blood? Mia, maybe she's in her office. Smell. Blood. I'm not gonna do the crying noises, but you get the point. What's this? Yeah, that was terrible. Someone's there. Chief? Chief! That. I'm not gonna go too excited over here, okay? I get a little bit. Not always. Who are you? Ooh. Strange girl had dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Then crusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The fact that this guy is an attorney, but he does the most investigating, even more than the detectives in this dang game, it's just like a little messed up. Because I'm pretty sure attorneys don't really do much of investigation this way. They usually work. Well, I don't really know. I feel like they at least get something going. I don't know how freaking law stuff works, so I shouldn't be saying anything. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. Better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. You know, you figure you'd see from like the pendant on, like, you know, Mia her necklace, and then the one that Maya has, just like you would think. Okay. Perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. It's been big on stuff clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Now we go ahead and do it. Right, I'd better call the police. Huh? It's funny, a few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Oh god. What am I gonna give this? Oh, no. I was thinking, like, Gumshoe, but oh, there's the other girl. Police, please, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. What am I gonna give her voice, actually? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. What am I gonna give her voice? It's gonna be a little bit crazy. Phone receiver's missing a few screws. I better not use it. Fanco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice luxurious place. Gotta love his sightseeing in the middle of trying to do all this stuff. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of the glass light stand. Which we know. Okay. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I'll work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe she should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Alright, let me see what she says before I do anything. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me? Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. Sis. She was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would this write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I figure this building is a little bit high up there, so you think they would actually, you know, come upstairs, but I feel like... Is this a high... Yeah, it should be. I was about to say, is this like a high up place? But like, oh yeah, it should be if the Gatewater Hotel is a little bit up. The police, sounds like they're coming this way. Oh god. What am I gonna give Gumshoe as a voice? The problem is I want to give him the same voice that, if anybody's seen the Game Grumps version of this, I feel like giving him the same damn voice. Because it's like, it's the only voice I actually like him to have. But it's like, no, that's just stealing. It's the only voice I could think of. I'm like, ah, damn it. I don't know. We'll just come up with something random, and it's not going to be his voice for now, but we'll think of something. So, freeze, please. And I'll just do that, and I'll think of something here. All right, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See, Gumshoe. What an odd name. We received a report from. No, that sounds too much like pain. You know this. That sounds like pain. So this can't be his voice. He sounds like an old radio host. Gumshoe. Huh. I do not have that many voices in my repertoire. Anybody got an idea? I'm thinking, like, obviously, again, I only have like the Grumps impression in my head, and then of course, I mean, there was the actual voice he had in the anime. But I don't know what else to actually give him. We received a report from the building across the way. See, we got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Seriously, it's just going to the Grumps voice. Screw it. I guess that's what we're doing. Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. No. Whoa. Excuse me. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. I don't know why I have like this, or have to talk like this. Like this is the voice. Like, again, it's just every time it comes out as freaking Solid Snake. You see, I talk like this, and this is what I do. What? I don't know why that is just like any voice I do. It's just like that is what comes out. Like when I try to act serious. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. This is getting somewhere, I guess. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Morning. So tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Oh, okay, now they just mixed together. So he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to... Oh, well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. Why could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. Oh, I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on the cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Did I already... Sorry, I must have... No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I kinda got used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on... Oh, wait. That's the tick of the clock. It's practically off a ceremony by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 p.m. I was gonna say... I'm trying to get rid of saying 9 o'clock, just say 9. So what's the point of saying o'clock? The lights were off and I could smell blood. And I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. So, you're an acolyte? Or spirit medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So, Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers are first class, too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We could just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that'd be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering,
Could I ask you a favor? Hmm? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
My visiting hours almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Or we can start examining. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to deep luster. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I could tell someone here's got money to burn. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Guess we're basically done here. I think. Nothing else to look at. No. For some reason I keep using like the D-pad when I'm like, oh, I could use the joystick to move around. Alright. Banco. Office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that... No, that's still leading into that. Maybe I can just make him into Solid Snake. Nah, that works for a character later. I know how to do that one. Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Switch shoes, Gumtree. Alright. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're our lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm my lawyer. About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. Might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Oh. For anybody who doesn't know the way this turns out with the autopsy report, buckle in. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means. You've been a lawyer now. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him like that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredible young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I'm actually curious about some of this. What's that? Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. How about this stuff? I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you can give it back? Sure. Wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that's carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Tokyo. Steel Samurai? Actually, on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. Oh, she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Maybe they didn't notice the recorded conversation. Alright. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. Y'all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? You're trying your lowly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. So my mouse was turned on the whole time. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi? Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Sounds a little bit like Sonic in a way. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer has to cross-examine this one. Not you, I'm afraid. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Yep. The light summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it'd be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. I get it. Bit of a fourth wall. Flowers are fake, as expected. I know some flowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my full knowledge. Anything else I can look at before I look at that? Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. Yeah, I can't really do crazy in this bit. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about it? Pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know you cute blush.
I don't even want to read that one out loud. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much.
Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Actually, I wonder if she would react to this at least.
Excuse me, but I'm a witness? Police witness? You understand? How can I possibly give you any information in good conscience, Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies.
I cannot keep that act together with her voice. Just like it does not work. I already talked about everything. Okay. Let's see if Grossberg's there now. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. We should wait here for him to come back. That wasn't the most over-the-top clear in the throat I've ever heard. So, you're the one. No, this is gonna turn into Gumshoe now. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagine. That badge on your collar. Oh, so you're... No. I do not like this voice. Yeah, I guess we're not. Oh, you're a lawyer, are you? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? How come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see me, though, see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? How with it? Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Strange reaction. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say that? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, sir. Terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer worth a salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How'd you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, is she? A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Guess I might as well make this one stoic. That's quite a painting. So you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. Nope, won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. I don't think I have anything really to share with them. I'll have to talk to Maya on this one. I gotta work on these damn voices. Because I'm telling you, both Gumshoe and Grossberg are like become the same character at this rate. That is not what I would want. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what did I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. Bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain? So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out leads. They were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use the spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and we jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That's his name. My sister told me. White? It's a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? I just leave her and go home? Obviously defend. I made up my mind. I want to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... might as well go nuts. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. Oof, you smiled at last. Looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? Something that's been bugging me. So what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Because when I tried to look into the drawer, that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. You know, you would think somebody would actually move whatever was in the drawer. Like, you know, it's like, oh, I don't want them seeing this. It's like, oh no, they almost found out. Let me just take it and put it somewhere when they leave. Nope. Does not even attempt to do that. What the heck? Where do I go with this one? Oh, can I do this? Hey, I got your cell phone back.
Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice?
Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. For long, tears began to roll down her cheeks.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't think there's much else to present here. I think we have to move somewhere else. Do we go back to the gay water? I guess so. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities? If you're no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, that's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. You came back quick. I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White, Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
White. That was his name. Sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? Huh. What a woman like her be doing a thing like this? Wiretap added to court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence at tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For my sake. Oh boy. Of course this is a amalgamation. What's the word? Amalgamation, whatever. You get the word I'm trying to say here. Amalgamation. Combination. How about that? We'll use that word. It is basically just a combination of both US and Japanese court systems. So both of which rules apply here. So for example, in the US court system, I don't know if they use Europe's, I'm not too sure, or maybe it's all of them. Point being, in the US court system, you are not allowed to just like get random bits of evidence from someone's home and present it as evidence. That's not allowed. You have to have a warrant to search the premises, and then you can use the evidence if you find something. But you're not allowed to, for one, even search the place. And if you find something, it can't really be presented as evidence because it's like you don't know. There's no legal document tying it to being there. It's like, you know, how does someone know you're not just planting evidence? I guess it's one way to think of it. So it's a thing. Look at this woman's bottom. You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. How long have we been going for? Hour and 28. Let's keep going. It's fun. I'm loving it. I could definitely split this up later. You know, for anybody who wants it split. Alright. Nope, whoops. I don't need to do that twice. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1. Oh boy, what voice am I going to give Edgeworth? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution... No? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oz Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, We'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. That defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Like I said, Grossberg and him are going to have the same damn voice at this rate. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Again, he has no solid voice either. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence that she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. There is no way that is not a, whatever, Damn, I'm just like a loss for words today. Oh, it's amalgamation. I think that was what it was before. But anyway, innuendo, there we go. No way, that's not one. As soon as a phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Shh. Hey, mind just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press a witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. The question is, why don't you? Because I know this is your second case, but you should have had some formal training, so you figured you would have training from your chief. But no. Like, oh hey, I'm a lawyer. I didn't have any type of training. I just point crap out. Hey, I'm here at this office. Ready to go. Okay, let's go to your first case. Jesus Christ. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. This is fun. You're just giving voices, that's it. I guess it's a little fun. I guess we'll just start pressing every now and then. Hold on. Try this one. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure is a pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah, sorry. I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Yeah, I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body.
On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Seriously, you can definitely hear that solid snake thing coming through. How you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Ah. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm really embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay.
Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Ho, then who did write it, smarty pants?
Who?
I did. The killer.
The killer. Anyone can see that.
Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name?
Buddy, please. She was framed.
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Wait, before she died, the victim wrote that. Here we go, everyone. This is the part. This is the part I'm talking about, where when I say like everybody knows this game already, the autopsy thing. Here we go. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it.
This is a report from your department, Detective.
Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No butting your way out of this one, Detective.
Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When?
Technically the day after, because it was, you know, it happened, and then, yeah. It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request.
Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object.
Blunt, yes. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning.
No way.
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write to Maya. That is all. I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth.
I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm actually going to say Easysham this time. Usually I say the detectives. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. In reality, though, if you do the detective bit, just like everyone makes fun of the detective for being sloppy. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? This should go over well. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh,
Yes, Your Honor.
this is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Ooh. This is gonna be difficult. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fanco law offices.
That's right.
Nah, I'm not saying that. Please testify to the court about what you saw. One second. Okay.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's awesome. Every little bitsy bitsy.
Yeah, the voices do not get any better. Okay. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. A cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Yes, to have some weakness. I've run out of drink, so at some point I may need to do a do an intermission, so I can go grab a drink. Especially me talking like crazy. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question it. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm going to bet that... Lie. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. Dude, that's rough. Just like straight up bashing her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. So did Detective Gumshoe.
what do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Good, promise. Ain't saying that. Yes, there are things I will not say. Your testimony again, if you would. The reason why I'm not is because, honestly, I feel like a lot of people, my friends especially, would definitely clip the hell out of these and play them back. It'd be funny as hell, but oh well. Damn, almost had her.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. As she hit her with that weapon, I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Well, too much. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will draw your question, Miss Wright. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. Did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it at the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.?
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Gonna run. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look, right now. God. Talk too much, my freaking throat's gonna clog up. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing from missing its clockwork. Missing from its clockwork? Yes, because that's where clocks go in the clockwork, not the other way around. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? I just went to like 3 different voices there. It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? I already did that. Huh? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. It's as if he checked the evidence before coming in here. Because they have access to that, don't they? Oh no. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. Hold on. Trying to fix the mic a little. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove... Yes. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take a look at this. Insert Sonic Adventure 1 soundbite here. I really wish I had that. I would totally play it. I actually do on my computer, I just don't have it set up, so meh. Anyway. That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with a victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hit the conversation. Wait, I guess I'll go in.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could.
I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. I just realized that Maya and April May, it's like their voices starting to go a little bit the same, except May's has a, bit of her deal with it, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, is it obvious? Saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? I mean, yeah. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. The clock. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Sucks for that guy. He can never keep his clocks going.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? I'm not sounding that out.
What's it to you, porcupine head?
Oh god, I cannot do this. Okay. Let me sit up for a second. I'm like slouching down, that's like ruining the way I'm sounding. People who don't know, whenever you voice in anything, you want to like sit up straight, because it basically like helps with the diaphragm. Which granted, that would be if I was actually, talking super loudly. Which isn't the case, but you get the point.
That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Like...
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this? Oh, I did not see that. How do I go back? I don't remember how to do that. Wasn't there a button to do that? No. There was a button to go back. Guess not. We just missed that. Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... the witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this. Oh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya. Jeez, I keep saying Maya. Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that a witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you should still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Seriously, like I said, they get super overdramatic in this. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. I'm having to repeat this one so much.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue. The thinker?
I told you the time.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair. All you ganging up on me like that.
Oh boy. I ain't making crying noises. That did it. Court's seeing the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Wouldn't it be that one? Hold on. Let's just do this just in case I fuck it up. Okay. I think I did this before and it was okay. Miss May. What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me in that tone of voice, will you? You killed her, didn't you? Actually, no. This wouldn't go out, right? No, hold on. What does this do? What does it do? Why? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping or irrelevant?
God, you're saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, You were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone this defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped your phone? I like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay. So the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. You don't drink quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder. I'm not a fan of her, honestly. I'm just not a fan, not even voicing her. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Our testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No. Let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, I'll think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you're sucking quite low enough already.
I object to the calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reasoning? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What?
I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Sally got accept. Nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Ooh, you fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Two hours, 2 minutes. I know it's not very long, but honestly, after this episode is over, I'm going to be calling it quits. I'd say after this court bit is done, I'm going to go grab a water. So after we're done with this little court piece, which should be pretty soon. So once that's done and we move on to the investigation side of things, again, I'm going to just go get a drink and then come back. So we'll continue. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That T-set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, which begs the question, why in the hell is he still carrying it? The witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. Don't worry. The developers did not want to draw my sprite without this T-set. It made no sense in... You know. It made no sense.
I guess translation was what I was looking for? I don't know.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 a.m. in the evening from my guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, I'll be finished. Okay. Nine on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished. Ugh, freaking eyes are starting to hurt. 9, the time of the murder. Yeah. Ah, God. Eyes actually starting to hurt, so just like, ow.
Brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
You were sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir.
Embracer? Is that a French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget. Never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something. Wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? just finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I?
Wait, please wait.
Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it now. My last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service. Tell me again about a room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service in to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. Wait, $18? Doesn't seem a bit expensive. Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skip on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who...
He asked me not to mention it if I was specifically asked, sir. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was...
the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Sorry, I don't know why I just thought of the freaking, what is it? Is it Wrightworth? Is that the ship name for these two? Or basically, I was just thinking, like, it's like, I bet you like it if it was too late, so we go get drinks. Or just, like, something along those lines. You can get the picture. Alright. Ooh. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today, for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. I'm losing it right now. I am losing it. Okay. I will be right back. I am going to go get a water to drink because if I'm going to be continuing this episode, I need something to drink. So I'll be right back. And yeah, we'll basically continue this episode. Like I said, after this episode is over, we will stop the stream. It'll just be the first 2 episodes, and then I guess next time the next 2 episodes. Well, actually, no, probably 1 episode apiece because these episodes get longer and longer as the time goes on. So probably 1 episode per stream. But the first one was an introductory, so it was like super short. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be right back. So see you in a bit. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Got a little hungry there, so I'm like, might as well just take a quick snack break. Okay. All right, so let's go and continue this. And yeah, what we get.
Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there.
Really? Hold on. I got dogs and they're messing with me at the moment. Okay, it's gonna be another minute. Okay. Apologies yet again. My dogs. Messing with me a little bit. Okay, where did I have lost one of the remotes. Everybody doesn't know I'm playing this on a Switch, so. Wow. This is great. Oh, there it is. Must say. Yeah, playing this on a Switch, so, you know. Playing with Joy-Cons, and I'm like, I lost the right one. I'm like, well, I can't continue the game without the right Joy-Con.
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
But then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, should shiver.
Yes, it shint sivers. That's how you say that.
It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Oh god, I forgot. We still have something to do with her. It's like, oh yeah, we're done with her. Don't have to deal with her anymore. I'm like, oh wait, no we don't. I think it's together. Okay. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I want to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
Counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Oh, trust me, it'll go well. Okay. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Why does it belong in that detention center? It's up to me to set her free. I could have just waited to go take a break at this to be continued, in like 10, 20 minutes. It was shorter than that. Okay. Seventh.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer, we die. If you come to laugh, yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Yes, he looks so terrified. He's motionless. Petrified. paralyzed at the core. Amazing. Seriously.
So, what is it you wish to ask me then?
Starters, I need to be so totally whacked. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why'd you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold. So criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school? Creep.
Oh, he's impossible to talk to. He's impossible to voice, too. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it. Bottom beating scum-sucking lawyer.
Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers? Or just against me? Alright. I know what I need. I gotta go here. Number 7, the Grossbarg Law Offices. This is gonna be Grossbarg's voice from now on. He's gonna turn to Stitch. Cause that is the way it goes. Seriously. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. I don't know why, but that's hilarious. Oh, this is funny. Wait a second. Was there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... I don't know. Fishman? Wasn't it? It was a very memorable painting anyhow. What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. I can't stop thinking about the boys. This is making me laugh. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DO6 incident, Exhibit A. DO6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. Might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Yeah. Problem is we can't talk to Maya. If we were able to, I'd actually take this straight to her and let her see it, but I don't really think it has any value. So instead, photo lies on the desk. Maybe we should switch it with the one I took. I think I'll swap them. Okay. Tension.
You again? Could you take a hint and stay gone?
Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair.
Silky hair, alright.
You also have a spiky heart.
That does it. This case is done. I'm shaving my head. Alright. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he?
I'm not telling.
Look, he's being accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him.
Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops?
No.
See? Damn.
Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. I do, as a matter of fact. Have a look at this.
Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you?
Haha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it?
What? Who? When? What?
It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder.
No, that's not right.
Nice try, Miss Cooperative.
Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof.
So close. I don't know. I don't have proof that it's him. I don't think I have proof. Oh, let me go to here. This might actually be the proof. Oh, yep, that's what it is. I tried the bellboy.
Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself.
Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that.
No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say.
Rep?
Yes, our reputation will swell as a hotel where the murderer used the wiretap. We charge a premium for the room, of course. It would be great for business, sir.
Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder.
I, too, will become famous. Bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee.
Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream?
So, you are honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you.
About Miss May.
Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said.
Do what? I'm trying to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Jesus. I'm definitely getting tired.
Oh, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger.
There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy.
He had a photo of the man. I'm sure I could identify him.
Photo,
Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle.
A subtitle?
The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think?
Sounds great. Never float your tea set. Take a look at this photo.
That's him, detective?
I'm the lawyer.
Oh, I know that. I just want to say detective once. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him?
An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Well, sure, why not?
Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it.
I knew Miss May could play dumb to this. I know it's supposed to be more serious, but to be honest, I imagine him just being all pissy.
Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy.
Now I'm getting somewhere.
Ease her fears, push her hard.
No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an art.
If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press.
What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation.
Ooh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fist in the air?
Now tell me about the man you're with.
That man, he's my boss. Red Wright, the president of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue Coat.
To think she can even say that. Red White? Information gathering?
Well, I suppose you can call it a detective agency.
So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder?
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. You tell me where Blue Cooper is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. But what's affidavit discarded. Let's see here. Ooh. Fun time. Don't have long left. Only have this and one more deal. What's it fishing? So the surreal decor. Welcome. Please furnish me with your title of your personage. What the? Your name? What's your name? I was just inquiring quietly asking the title you go by? Wright. Phoenix Wright. Quietly. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary? What's this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite, so I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with a waterly challenged. What a fruitcake. Jesus. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What's mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes. This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Hold on a minute. Oops. I have to examine. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk. My, this is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek furniture not inspire you? Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original, worth 5 million, I'm sure. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judges Special Runner-Up, Best Participation, Judges Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. Where's Judges and Special kind of stand out? More like why in the hell? It's just like Participation Awards is all this guy's got. Give me a second. Phone turned off. Using phone for chat, so if anybody was talking during that point, my bad. Let your man own up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beauticious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beauticious for just about anyone to appreciate. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretist. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. There is a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh, the police, the courts. To me, they're mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. It's totally not because I wanted to make an American pun. No. Or an American pun. Didn't want to make a United Kingdom pun. What other flags have red, white, and blue? You get the picture. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? Hold up. That big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh, just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? Lots of groans. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mrs. I said miss in that one. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go on now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Oh, God. The way I'm sitting on this wall, because people don't know, I have a terrible setup right now. I'm sitting on my bed and everything. I have a pillow behind me, just for some comfort. It's not doing very well. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumpin' Josephus. Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No. I'm sorry, it's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is that? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office of Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. It's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. Oh, thank you for the follow, QC Bastard. Very much appreciated. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate? What's he talking about? For the record, I changed this guy's voice like 6 times in a row already. I don't know what the hell to do with him. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Possible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges and attorneys. prosecutors, police, and politicians. Yeah, seriously, I literally did like like 4 or 5 voices, like, in that one sentence. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the Deal 6 incident? Deal 6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Medium? Her name was Misty Fay. Fay. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the Deal 6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The Deal 6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were marked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Alright, off we go. A lot of work on that. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? I think it's this one. Let's see, J through S, nothing much in here. I'm going to just skim some of this. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here at the end in S, suicide? Ew. It's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. It's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all too. I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Yeah, again, I've seen this so many times, I already know what the hell's going on. Now I got the proof. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Sadly, I gotta do this, because game, game says so. Only clue that left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? See, this is the thing. You don't go up to the person and be like, here's my evidence. Look at it. Look what I got on you. This is not what you do. There's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. We'll play along. You are absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? No, hold on. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief... Well, actually, this is someone else entirely. Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see? And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? Oh, you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this is another one of those, Chief Prosecutor. I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth would offend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Oh my god, I cannot remember his voice. What did I just give him? Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Wright, actually. Phoenix Wright. My friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts, that was the murder, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Let's get a bit of a drink after that one. And we continue. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me. The prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. No, I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean you... Okay. You see, this is the thing. If it was switch places, obviously it should be reversed. You should see the background of, you know, whatever. It should just be reversed. The point is, so you could be like, oh, hey, you know, I'm in jail. You're not. Whatever. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? Mother, my sister, now you. It's gone too far. Yeah. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Let me break out, Jesus. Well, you could cheer for me at court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. But, wait. What? I'm kidding. It's a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. I'm terrible at these voices. But again, I'll get better as time goes on. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. The court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days would put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. The true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Also, that whole 3-day thing is completely BS. It's just a game thing, obviously. Pretty sure no court system out there does anything like that. That'd be pure BS. Like, oh, you couldn't get anything in 3 days. Guilty. Like, it can go on for months, buddy.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yep. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Ah, Phoenix, look.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I would do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. And that is kind of your job. So I'll make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed.
Hmm? Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? What? But wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not.
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. You know, let's have a court drama with like 60 different voices within the same character. Because God knows I can't do good. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court. Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. Went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name.
You wish to know the title of my personage?
Bling bling. Your name?
Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locations confuse?
Name. Fucking love Edgeworth. These two are great together.
My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp.
Where's that call you, Blue Boy? Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Fey?
That would be a negatory. No, I did not.
You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder?
Correct.
And you witnessed the murder from there?
Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Bling bling. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix. And, let's see, he was about 9, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over.
If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course, comprende, I understand.
The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
Ding ding. As you know, I am always absolutely perfect.
Perhaps you should change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
Ran to the left and you gave chase. Well, I have evidence to say you're wrong.
Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave.
What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right.
Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd?
Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True.
Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing?
Wait a second. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Miss May says right, and Miss Dwight says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
Both are right.
Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. The entire time when it's just like doing that sound effect, it makes it sound like they're saying like something foolishness, like what?
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been?
In Los Angeles, of course.
More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left.
Please, there's no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Rapscallion.
Postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize.
Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Clearly, I'll believe in anything any witness tells me. Whether it's truth or not, I will believe in bullshit. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. All right. Probably that part. All right, here we go. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it hurt, or it counts. I was gonna say hurt. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor. Hold on a second. My dog is climbing a gate I have. Alright. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there would be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. I'm terrible at crowd noises. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Okay. I can't get that right. Give me a few times, it'll work. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Whatever that word said. Thwap indeed. It was thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. You're getting chewed up. Okay. You heard that thing fall? What exactly is that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over the scene. Phoenix, does that something about that striker's odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Here we go. Now, I believe... Here, I'll go and press it for the hell of it, but I know what I do here. The glass light stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about this stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. It's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Okay, so we go in here. And I believe floor plans. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, know that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Faylaw offices. In other words, you were the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I was thinking about it, I'm like, no. Oh. Nope. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ugh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have been seen the stand at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap. I'm doing terrible. Good thing this is almost over. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ding ding. Every time he does that, I'm gonna leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the light stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Bling bling. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Okay. Was it really you that went to the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints, but several days old, were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous? That's a word. As a light stand. The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe it's right enough that I can bluff something out of him. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Shit. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Random sound effects. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. Know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Yeah. Oh, damn. Hey, Phoenix. Gak? That's no way to meet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya's channeling you, Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. I never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the light stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. See it updated. Real question I have to ask is, how does she know the details? I mean, as later games say, whenever the person doing the whatever it is, the person doing the channeling, once they do that, they can't they're basically just gone. So it's not like she spoke to me to tell her all this, unless she's just been like, haunting about until she was summoned. Stuff be weird. Guess it needed to push the plot forward somehow. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase, why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the glass stand could not have been there. Qua. Again, I'm not doing those. Well, Mr. Wright, or White, you're right. Like, no, it's White. I'm right. Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you, but I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... I don't know why I was doing that voice. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This is gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Well, see, here's the problem, though. Okay. Question is, they kind of just broke their own ruling with this, because they're like, oh, drama. We need to put in the drama. It literally said, in the beginning, that there's only 3 days for trial now. So what the hell do you have to say to that? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can end this now. It's rather sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Bring, bring. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Yeah. The witness will stay. The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Memo received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. And I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Oh yeah, and apparently in this game, pretty much anybody who commits murder, it's an instant death sentence. Well, not instant, but, they will be given the death penalty each time. Pretty sure that's just how it always works. So either somebody's will be within like the year or so, or if it's just like a little bit of a different deal, then it will be they can take time. Regardless, they're on death row, anytime that they commit a murder here. Which, I mean, you know, it is what it is. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! Ow. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. They couldn't make a... I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. Only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae.
I'm lucky I have both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You were so glad to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live?
My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. Wait, what? No. There's so much to there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, you come to the office tonight, say 9. You know, don't worry. You won't find another dead body there. That's not how that works. Or maybe it is. You don't know. Office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia.
Being here. It's hard not to think about that night.
You came? Yeah? I was kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should see your face.
Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya?
Why, do I look like my sister?
Look like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, wouldn't you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh?
She means the office? Yeah. She means the office.
That does not sound good either. God, my voice is just like losing it.
This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better than me? Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, hold on a second. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners.
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices, huh? It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Even when you don't want me to. Right, okay.
Right, okay, Nick, let's do that.
Do what?
Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on. Time's wasting.
Okay, wait up. I love this game. There we go. That's that. Brand new episode has been added. We'll be doing that next stream. Also gonna save. Yep. Alright. Hold on, can I? Oh, I can't. Alright. Pillman of the sky cries for your blood. I guess we'll watch this intro a bit. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. Or it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, gra. A warrior's sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Alright, now we're done. Jesus Christ. I'll go ahead and resave. I know I should probably keep that for next time, but it'll be alright. Alright, how do I quit? Oh, touchscreen. Alright. It's alright, everybody. How long did that take? 3 hours, 29 minutes. I'll take it. So, yep. That is the end of this stream of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the start of the trilogy, and maybe more games to come. Because I'll be honest, before I started this stream, I was like, there's so many games I want to play right now, mainly to test out the new capture card. I forgot to mention that. But, yeah. Like, I got a new one. I was mainly using this to test it. Like, okay. See how good it works in long sessions and everything. Make sure it works great. But regardless, yeah, I was like just wanting to do all that, and I didn't really know if I wanted to play this game, because I was like, it's a lot of talking. I know I'd have to make some voices up, because I can't just read it to, tone, just like bare tone, just like, oh, hey, cool, objection. Just like, obviously none of that. So, I had to put some emphasis into it, some action into it. And after doing all that, I'm like, I'm actually really liking this. Definitely a fun stream. Even though, only had, didn't really have much going on in chat and everything. That's okay. I was still having fun just sitting here and everything. So glad it was streamed, and we'll be in an archive for it later. I'm probably going to split up that archive a little bit, put it into parts so everyone can at least enjoy it in some case. I don't know. Figure out what I can do. We'll see about it. Or I could just make highlights in the end. Like whenever I'm done with each individual game. Something or other. Because honestly, I'd say this is one of the times when I actually did better. Because some of my streams, I'm just like, I'm just playing a game, focusing, doing some stuff. Not much comedic deals going on. When now it's just like, sure, I didn't put a lot of improv lines into it, but at the very least, I'd say the voices were nice enough. It was a little bit good. A little bit. No, I'm just bragging. Okay. So anyway, thank you all for coming to watch this. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I don't know when we'll be playing it next. I hope soon. I hope very soon. But there's plenty of other games we need to play. I need to play some stuff off screen on a few games like Wind Waker, for example, because I think I like a crap ton of rupees on that one thanks to stupid Tingle. Everybody knows what I'm talking about if you've played Wind Waker. But yeah, so when we play this next, should be soon, especially considering how much I've enjoyed it, but we will find out. So again, thank you all for coming to watch, and I will see you next time. So goodbye, everybody.